This is a 2026 Chevy Tahoe Z71. And in this video, I'm going to show you a few packages you cannot buy this without. I borrowed this SUV from Garff Chevy here in American Fork, Utah. This is available for sale. Be sure to ask for Caden. Let's go ahead and check out the window sticker so you guys can see some of the options and features on this build. At the very top is the description. Summit white is the color with black interior. And then here's a short listing of the standard features. Be sure to pause to see more. Base price comes in at $70,700. And you guys see this one does have the Z71 off-road package for $5,805, which gives you electronic limit slip diff, magnetic ride control, and air suspension. Also, 6.2 liters, $24.95. Comfort package is $22.60. And then this one does have the panoramic sunroof. Also, seats in the second row are bucket for $370. Destination is $27.95 with a total price of $84,425. And then here are the 50 kilometers off to the side. Now you guys saw that Z71 off-road package is super expensive, right? And here's what I'll tell you. It gives you a lot of nice features. So when you get that package, that is going to add the max trailering package, which pretty much adds the panoramic sunroof. Also, it adds the off-road capability package, which gives you electric limited slip diff and air suspension. But the comfort package can be had without that package. And if I were building this one, I would have just went on ahead and added the technology package to give me that camera, rear view mirror, and then heads up display. So those are the only two things that I would have liked to have seen on this one. But regardless of that, this one has pretty much everything you would ever want on a Z71 Tahoe. Now you guys see LED headlights do come standard, but you do add the animations and the sequential turn signals. So I know it shows under the options as optional, but no, LED headlights do come standard. And I like where they position these fog lights too. And I love the front end design. That's why you buy the Z71, because you want a more rugged look. And I like that satin trimming down below with the black front parking sensors, active grille shutters, front camera. And off to the side, they do have a sensor here. And as you guys saw in that window sticker, air suspension, double wishbone independent front suspension too, which means it's going to ride amazing. Fabric material for that liner. And then here are the tires, which are the Goodyear Wrangler Territory ATs 275/60/20, which is basically a true 33-inch tall tire, 10.8 inches in width. And if you care to see the capacities for the tire, it is right here. 2,679 pounds at 51 psi, 6 lug. And I like this wheel design. In the comment section, have you guys seen the Yukon AT4 wheels? They don't look that good. These look amazing. Now they do black out the Tahoe badge, but they left the Z71 in chrome. GM does some very strange things with their badging, just saying. Side view. You ever notice how the Tahoe kind of has like a slight lean out back? And I think the Escalades do the same thing, and the Yukons. It's pretty interesting. You have these off-road running boards here. And I forgot to point out too, better ground clearance. And you can see right there that skid plate for protection. So if you love to run over the curb, this does sit a little bit higher, so you risk damaging like a high country for sure. But on this one, it has better ground clearance to avoid that. Smart key system for the front and rear doors, black trimming around the windows, and blind spot alert. You guys see the turn signal there, camera, puddle light, black trimming for the roof rails, and then there's that twin panel. Here's where you're gonna fill up at. Obviously the only negative to the 6.2 is premium is recommended, which means required. If you're gonna buy this 6.2, just burn the premium. Remember, Costco has top tier fuel, and sometimes their premium is about the same price as regular fuel at other stations with top tier. The back end of the Tahoes is really nice. You have like this black trimming here. Also sequential turn signals was an option. You have those quad tip exhaust. They hide the hitch. There is a camera with a sprayer right there. And if you push right here, I don't have the key. And I will add to that, I had it in accessory mode, which means you definitely need to have the key on you. So you guys see here, you can open the lift gate or you can open the glass. There is a button right there. Hopefully you can see it right there to open the glass too. That way, if you have something that can roll out, you can make sure it doesn't by just pulling out this way. But if you want to open the lift gate, obviously you can push the button there or on the key. Decent storage behind the third row. Also, you have this optional powered third row seat. I can't put it all the way down because of that second row though. A few tie down spots here. There's a 120 volt power plug right there. Now, lighting is right here. And if you want to put it back down, pretty easy to do. So if you don't know, the Tahoe does come standard with the 5.3 liter V8. Or if you would like to get a diesel with better fuel economy, the 3 liter Duramax is available, inline 6 design, 10-speed transmission behind both of those engines. This 6.2 is at the top of the food chain. It has 420 horsepower, 460 pound-feet of torque, but remember, if you want that performance, you gotta burn premium. Now, I'm pretty sure in 2 to 3 years, you'll probably see a new Tahoe. So this might be a good time to lease the Tahoe. And then maybe, just maybe, when the new one comes out, they'll have maybe a special deal because you own a Tahoe or something like that. They might, who knows, give you an opportunity to lease the new one as well. So I think that this is the perfect time to lease, and then that way you can jump into the new one, try out the new powertrains, because the Silverados should be coming out in 2026 as 2027 model year trucks, and they're going to have new powertrains too. So once they work out all the kinks in the trucks, they should be better for the Tahoe and Suburban. So this is a perfect time to lease one of these. In the future, I might do a video on one thing I would like to see Chevy do for the Tahoe Z71, so be sure to subscribe to the channel. But I will admit to you, this interior really hits well. Now you guys see a lot of soft touch on the door, satin, piano black here, and then you have like this fake wood treatment, which looks pretty nice. And some people may not like the green interior in the Yukon, so this is the next best thing. 10-way seat for the driver's side. You guys see the kick plate right there. You have your carpeted floor mats, and then here's some of your controls. You can see this has the air suspension, drive modes, lighting controls right there, trailer brake, 360. This is gonna help you to disable those parking sensors. Auto stop start can be disabled, traction control, downhill assist, and then this is self-parking with lane keep assist right there, electronic parking brake. And I like that this has four-wheel drive auto too. 10-speaker Bose was an option, and remember, auto up and down for the front windows, and then auto down for just the rear. Power folding outside glass, seat memories, and I like the storage that they give you too. Let's go ahead and check out the passenger side. 10-way seat for the passenger side. No perforated leather. A lot of soft touch on the dash. And as I mentioned in the last video I did, the reason why I point out soft touch is over time, as this dash ages, plastic tends to creak and rattle, right? Soft touch helps to dampen that a little bit more so over time. You guys see some of the trimming right there. There's that soft open glove box. It's really nice. Love the center console. And then out back, remember this thing was $85,000, okay? And this one does have the screens out back. And these seats have a bunch of controls too. If you want to push them forward, there's actually a little strap you can pull if you're sitting back here. I don't feel like climbing back there today, but you guys can see Type-C USB, cup holder, or really bottle holder, 3 across, Air vents on the roof. You can see that twin panel too. And the second row, these captain chairs have heated seats, single climate control, HDMIs, Type Cs. These HDMIs are going to be for this screen here. Now, do you guys want me to turn these on real quick? I did it in Escalade, and I feel like it's worth me doing. So let me just put it in accessory mode, and I'll show you these real quickly. Now, if you push the power button, it will turn off the screen on this side. If you tap it, it'll turn back on. There is a web browser. Also, HDMI 1, HDMI 2. They also show you vehicle status in here. So it shows you the fuel range, speedometer. So if you're someone who can pretty much get chauffeured around, that's what this is good for here. You can hook up wireless headphones. And this is the home screen here. Also, you have settings. And this helps you to adjust brightness for the screen here. You can go back. Has voiceover. You can reset it to factory settings too. And that's pretty much it. Let's go ahead and jump over to the driver's seat. Here's that push button start. I've always liked how big the steering wheels are here. Now, if you push this button, this controls the small screen here. And they have quite a few menus here. You can do full screen navigation. What's nice about having navigation here, if you have your Apple CarPlay, Android Auto on, you can have your music displayed on this side too while you follow the navigation on this screen. And you can still see the miles an hour, all that good stuff too. Also, you have like more of like a calm screen here. And if you hit vehicle status, you guys see you only have one button to control the screen. So if you want to put your trip information on that side, like your mileage, fuel economy, engine hours, or current trip, you can push that information into this screen here. I like that. Also, they do give you some gauges as well. And that's just nice to have. Maintenance items there. It's nothing really to see. You can customize the screen, your settings. Auto park assist is on there too. Now your controls, you have two ways of getting to that. I'm gonna hit the home button really quickly. So if you go to home, you can see up at the very top, that stays illuminated for you. So if you want to see more, you have your remotes that you can connect to this. There's up to 8 with this too. Drive and park, so auto park assist, blind zone steering assist, and the rear automatic braking. Doors and windows, so your child safety locks can be turned on through here. Okay. Your climate control stays illuminated, and you still have hard buttons down below. Wireless charger, 2 Type-C USBs, a little bit of storage right there too, cup holders. And as you guys saw on the window sticker, you can slide this guy here. A little bit of storage down there too. They do illuminate this too, and this does slide, so if you're short, you can keep that slid back. Like my wife is short, and what's nice is if she wants to put her big old purse here, she can just leave that slid back, and then that way she can still slide this armrest over there. So really well thought out. Let's take this for a quick drive, and then I'll show you guys the numbers on the door. One of the biggest benefits to owning a Z71 is if you live up a steep driveway, or maybe you live down a dirt road, having grippier tires is nice. Having the better ground clearance, obviously, and the skid plates. But this having those softer tires, air suspension, 20-inch wheels, this thing probably rides better than the high country, for sure, especially when you consider 22 and 24-inch wheels. And I will admit too, like the 6.2 liter really is the icing on the cake, guys. Like, it does perform well. Like, so if you need this thing to get out of its own way, it has great horsepower. Now, low end, it just launches. And that's what's nice about this thing. This is a heavy SUV, right? You're going to see the numbers on the side of the door, and be sure to pay attention to the curb weight of this thing. And even still, it does have great get up and go. And that's what I like about this over the 5.3, because when you're 4,500 feet above sea level, well, having more horsepower is necessary, because you lose 3% every 1,000 feet you go up. But this is really comfortable, really quiet, and I think most people would find this probably the most comfortable to ride, especially with the air suspension. If you're planning on towing a trailer or putting this in your business name, these numbers might be important to you. So the front gross axle weight rating is going to be 3,700 pounds. The rear is 4,300 pounds. Gross vehicle weight rating is 7,600 pounds. 20 by 9 wide wheels. And then all-in payload capacity is 1,514 pounds. They say you can tow up to 8,000 pounds with this. 14.5 gross combined weight rating. And then the tire pressure is 35 PSI all the way around. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so yet. Make sure the notifications are on. See you guys soon.